welcome back. So I am so excited. We're back. Guys, I missed you guys. I missed talking to you about these crazy housewives. I missed yelling at my TV. Oh my gosh. So we're back today to talk about The Real Housewives of New York, Season 12, Episode 12. But before we get started, please help me grow my channel. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so that you can always be notified when I post new content. So a little side note before we get started, I saw on Instagram a couple of days ago that Leah actually got her 30-day sober chip. So my hat goes off to Leah. I'm very happy for her and her family. So congratulations to Leah on 3 months sobriety. Did you also notice that we have a new cover photo? Tinsley has been removed and the girls have come out with their new taglines. So it's the Halloween episode again. Leah, who is at a costume store waiting for Dorinda and Luann to show up. They're all there to pick out costumes for Luann's Halloween party. Dorinda, as soon as she gets there, she is already hot. She is on fire already. She's letting the girls know about that situation down at Larry's party store where she had to drive, an hour and a half to get down there, then spend another hour and a half watching Ramona gush all over Larry just to end the whole event by her and Sonia and Ramona posing for these promo shots for Larry's venue, which in return tells Dorinda that Ramona is getting Larry's services for this party of hers for free because her and Sonia came down there and did promo shots with him. And she's ticked about it. If for some reason somebody was going to give me an amazing party if I actually came down with some of my good girlfriends and took promo shots, there's no way that I would have sprung that on my friends. The right thing for Ramona to have done was to tell Dorinda and Sonia, hey, I want to have this beautiful, elaborate party. Larry's willing to do it if I can get you girls to do a few promo shots for him for his Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And that would have been their choice to say, oh, sure, of course I'll help you, or hell no, that's not what I want. So she was wrong for that. Luann says, well, you know that she's a narcissist. But the thing that was the best response to me was Leah. Leah says, Ramona is a little judgy, and I get that. However, you've been friends with her for over 20 years. Are you telling me that you didn't already know this about her? And Leah is right. Come on now. This is not new behavior. This is Ramona, and you've been Ramona's friend for a minute. And Dorinda did say that she realizes that you have to listen a little differently when you're talking to Ramona, and she had just, fell off her game that day. She wasn't really paying enough attention, but she was really ticked. They head over to Ramona and she's having dinner with a matchmaker named Rory. The thing that struck me as odd is Rory says, so do you want money or do you want love? And I thought, damn, do you have to separate that? Because if I had to separate, do I want money or do I want love? I'm going to go for the love every time. Let me explain why I say that. Money truly doesn't buy happiness. And I want somebody that I can love through everything. The good times, the bad times, the broke times, the rich times, we just middle class times. If I'm marrying for pure love. Do I want him to be absolutely broke? Hell no. But does he have to be absolutely rich? No, absolutely not. I just didn't like that question at all. I don't know. I guess that should be a question. Put that down in the comments. Would you marry just for money, or do you need to be married for love? I need to have love. I really do. If it's love and he also happens to have a little money, I'm not going to be mad about it. But if it's love and he's a middle class dude, I'm good with that too. You do not have to be rich. When Ramona tells Rory that she wants somebody that is like her, that loves to travel, definitely wants to go over to Europe in the summer, Rory says, well, that's not cheap. So in the end, Ramona says she wants both. She wants love and money, which that's cool. If she can find it, which I'm pretty sure Ramona can find it, then that's great for her. Next up, Sonia meets with Elise. And on a side note, Sonia in her confessional, she looked beautiful. She looked refreshed. She looked sober. I like that. So Sonia and Elise head out to dinner, and Sonia mentions that Ramona bought her outfit for Luann's party. Elise was saying that she was over at Abracadabra picking out her outfit. And when Sonia mentioned that Ramona picked out her outfit, Elise got a little bit upset. And she says, so she can pick out your outfit, but not mine? And my thought was, at first, I said, Elise, why can't you pick out your own outfit? And I also figured, I said, if Ramona is out somewhere picking out Sonia's costume, it's for a reason. You know what I mean? Ramona is not out here just doing something nice for no reason. I'm sorry, I just do not believe that Ramona is that nice of a person. So it has to be a reason for it. She tells Sonia that Ramona is down and out. She is calling Elise. She is stopping by Elise's house. However, when things are looking good for her, she ignores Elise's phone calls. She doesn't want to talk to her. She ignores her text messages, and it truly hurts her feelings because she is a real friend, and it's not right for Ramona to do her that way. Elise says that when Ramona is doing better, she has no use for her. She says, I don't have a yacht, I don't have a jet, I don't have a house in Aspen, and I can't just do plastic surgery on her whenever she needs, so she has no need for me. That says a lot about your friendship, Elise. I mean, I told you guys in a previous video the way Ramona was talking about Elise in an interview. I don't think that Ramona is genuine in her friendship for Elise at all. And Elise needs to pick up on the hints. As the old saying goes, when somebody shows you who they are, believe it the first time. And the way Elise was talking about this, it seems like this is a cycle between her and Ramona. Cut it out. Cut it out. You know, at the bottom of the screen, it said this episode that she was a friend of Ramona. Girl, go to the Bravo people and tell them, please change this to I'm a friend of Sonia. Because no, and you're going to have to change it to Sonia, because recently in the blogs, Luann was not giving any love to Elise. So, you know, she wants to know why Elise was there so often anyway. Hey, I don't think Elise is going to make the cut. So Leah decides that she's going to be a voodoo slut. Those are her words, not mine. For the Halloween party. So she heads over to the hotel next to the venue so that she can start getting her hair and makeup done. Luann is next door at the venue checking everything out, and oh my gosh, this place was decked out, okay? It was everything spooky and everything gross that you could ever imagine for Halloween. Now, I already told you, Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, and it's not because of Halloween, because I don't get into all that. I think it's because I like to see all the kids dressed up, especially the little tiny babies that are dressed like pumpkins and stuff like that. Plus, I like how crisp the air is. All of my neighbors get together outside, sitting out by our fires, passing out candy and just looking at all the cute little kids. I think that's why I like Halloween. But anyway, how do we get into me? I know, moving on. This place was something else. It was a lot of gross things that I wouldn't have appreciated, like the heads on the table. They were real heads. And we're supposed to eat dinner here. I don't want to have dinner there. Yeah, I don't think I could have stomached having dinner with that stuff all over the table, and it was just a lot. Anyway, Sonia shows up with Missy, and as soon as I see it's Missy, I said, oh God. Now you know they have had some situations and they have concerns about Missy. Why did she bring her? Because Ramona is a mess, that's why. So Ramona and Missy show up at 7:30. This party kicks off at 8:30. She is an hour early because she wanted to dip in and dip out, because you know she's always got plans. She had a backup party to go to at Omar's with some people in a private room. That woman is the queen of social climbing, and I'm not mad. So while she's walking around with Missy, looking around, checking out all the decorations, Ron shows up. That guy that she scheduled after her little hookup with Tinsley. Her and her double dates. He shows up, and I don't know about you, but I get an odd, weird vibe off of this guy. But that's just me. In the meantime, Sonia and Elise go to pick up Dorinda. Soon as Dorinda gets in the car, she automatically knows that Sonia has been drinking. Sonia is wasted already, and Dorinda asks her, she says, have you been drinking already? And she says, of course. No, of course. Leah, if by chance you watch this, please grab Sonia and take her to a meeting. Jeez. Back to the party. People are starting to arrive, and Ramona puts her foot in her mouth.
Hey, where'd you get this punch from? It's so funny. It's so real.
I'm in love.
That's not real, is it? I thought that was fake.
Of course not. It's
Your who?
all news.
It's his gut. Oh,
That there would have caused me a lot of embarrassment. It really would have. I mean, that's like this one time I asked this lady how far along she was, and she wasn't pregnant. Jesus. That taught me a lesson. Never, ever, ever assume. Never walk up on a woman and ask her when her baby is due, because she might not be pregnant. I felt terrible. I could not look this woman in the face anymore. I was devastated. And I was not only just devastated for myself, but I was devastated at the thought of what I just did to this woman. Like, did I hurt her feelings? I apologized so many times. So just a note, learn from my pain, people. Don't walk up on a woman and ask her how far along she is, because no. As the party is filling up, that's supposed to start at 8:30, Luann is still not fully dressed or in hair or makeup. She is just walking around lollygagging, being social. Then out of nowhere, Jill Zarin shows up. Hello, Jill. I was not a big fan of Jill originally when she was on the show. I have no idea if this is her dipping her foot in to see if she can get back in. I have no clue. But she was there with her new fiance, and congratulations to her on that. Sonia arrives at the party. She is tore up. Automatically, Ramona is aware that Sonia is completely drunk. Sonia starts making comments about Ramona being self-absorbed. She's sitting there letting Ramona know exactly how she feels. And one thing I have to say about Ramona, Sonia can embarrass the heck out of Ramona. And Ramona will always sit there with a smile on her face. I don't get it. She tries to pacify Sonia to like calm it down, but she acts as if she is not absolutely 100% embarrassed. I was embarrassed from my couch. I said, oh my gosh, she is lighting you up in front of all these people, including Weird Ron. I mean, Sonia took advantage of the opportunity. She lets Ramona know how she felt about her. She said, you're always one-upping me. If I say I do this, you say you do that. She said, you're so self-absorbed. Then she brought in Elise. She said, and you treat Elise terribly. Elise is your friend, and you act like you're better than her. I mean, she just goes into this. Elise decides, well, I'm just going to go ahead and get in here. You know, it's like they were playing double dutch. Like, yay, girl, wait a second, I'm in. You know, I don't understand this. Like right now in public, in front of all these people, they are an embarrassment everywhere they go. People, stop this. Elise tells Ramona that she's got all types of friends. She said she's got the friends that are only there when things are riding high. Then she's got the friends that are there just to pretty much leech off of her or get the dirt. She said, and then you have the friends who are there for you no matter what. When you are upset, when you are happy, when things are going good, when things are going bad, they're always there for you. And she's like, what kind of friend am I, Ramona? Ramona says, well, what kind of friend would you like to be? Whatever you'd like, darling. Oh my God. As she's saying that, I can just see Elise's heart being ripped right out of her chest. Elise is devastated. Ramona says, I have to go to the restroom. And she turns around and walks off. Poor Elise. Let it go, girl. Let it go. This relationship is frozen. It's over. Walk away. Ramona heads over to Missy to let her know how pissed off at Elise she is. She wasn't pissed off at drunk Sonia, but she was really ticked off at Elise. How dare she jump on the bandwagon? You see these girls jumping up on me, and you just jump in? Really? Really? Privately, she should say something to you. You are not a fair friend, Ramona. Not to any of them. And they're not the best friends to you either, so let's just keep that all the way 100. Next thing you know, Dorinda and Ramona have a conversation, and Dorinda says, what was going on with that situation with Larry? And she says, well, I just really wanted you guys to be there for support. Don't tell anybody, but you and Sonia are the most important to me. Dorinda said, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. And she says, you just took us down there so that we could do promo shots for Larry and you could get this party for free. And she's like, what? What? Are you drunk? Are you drunk? This was after she had asked her to let Sonia be a part of this party. And she says, oh no, this party is about me. And Dorinda says, I know, your coming out party. And she says, I could throw Sonia a party of her own on another day. And I was thinking to myself, well, will they have to do promo shots for the party for Sonia? Because, you know. Anyway, when she asked Dorinda, was she drunk? That really pissed Dorinda off. And I'm thinking, girl, Sonia and Elise just went off on you in front of all these people. And now you want to poke the bear, the grizzly? She's already ticked and she's already ordered a few tequila. No, leave Dorinda alone. You should have said, honey, can we talk about this tomorrow? No, you asked her, was she drunk? Well, that's going to come back to bite you. When she asked Dorinda, was she drunk? Dorinda says, are you drunk? She said, you're the one who's been sitting here drinking since 7:30. Oh my God. She just gets one shot of vodka and a glass full of soda water with lime and mint. So I'm thinking that she's probably nursing that same drink and that she's not actually drunk. This is just how Ramona acts. Luann, Leah, and Jill arrive at 9:02. Party started at 8:30, but hey, they're fashionably late, and that's what we're used to when we're dealing with Luann, so it does not matter. She made a grand entrance. Rob shows up, and that's Leah's daughter's father, and everybody gets a chance to meet him. Luann loves him. In the absolute middle of the greeting, Dorinda says, let's just get down to it. Why didn't you guys work out? Their faces were complete shock, and thank goodness she said, I'm just joking. Dorinda, she's good for a laugh, I can tell you that. As soon as they get into the party, Luann sees Sonia, and so you guys, I'm holding back with clips because YouTube is on my back, but I do have audio.
What I'd like to know is who came with Sonia to the party and who was at the pregame.
Where was Sonia before?
I don't know.
Should have gone to bed instead of coming to the party.
She's never going to make it through dinner.
No, she's not gonna make it.
I agree with Luann. Luann sees the writing on the wall. Sonia is a mess. She should have went home. Because I tell you what, after the way that night played out and her ordering more vodka sodas, there is no way that Sonia doesn't throw up in the back of one of those Bravo SUVs. That woman was a mess. Sonia is sitting across the table from Leah, and she mentions that Leah is a nice girl but a weirdo. Next thing you know, her and Leah have this weird interaction where they're in each other's face. They're loud. They go back and forth, and she's like, can't we just get along for our kids? What? And Leah's talking to her, and she says, I totally speak drunk Sonia. Now I have to learn how to speak sober Sonia. Could you get her sober? I'm just saying. I repeat, take her to one of them meetings. So Dorinda is having a conversation with the girls about Ramona. How dare she ask me if I've been drinking with her self-centered self. This conversation is a lot.
Scary. It's like bipolar.
Attack. So what Ramona yells out, well, you must be drunk. It's like, well, what's that got to do, even if I weren't, for you being a selfish, self-serving, person that is always thinking about herself.
She flips, and it's very scary.
Yes. I can't believe she brought Missy.
Yeah, I know.
It's not even,
It's not cool.
do I care?
Yes, you do, because it's bad.
So I guess now she doesn't have Tinsley, so now she's attacking me.
I wouldn't bring someone that bothered you. I wouldn't.
She doesn't bother me, but to bring an
You know what I
ex-girlfriend,
mean. An
of
ex-girlfriend
your
at
husband
Tom's.
is weird.
Yes.
That's a girlfriend of my
That's
ex-husband.
a girlfriend. Shots fired!
I mean, that was a lot. Missy is Ramona's friend, and Ramona should be able to hang out with whoever she wants. But if this is Luann's party, and it was Luann's party, maybe you shouldn't have brought Missy. Put that down in the comments. Would you be okay with that? Am I wrong for thinking that Ramona should probably had just, hung out with Missy over at Omar's party, but not brought her to Luann's party when she is clearly a problem for Luann? I mean, I don't think that she should be a problem for Luann anymore. I mean, her and Tom are divorced, but she clearly is. Then Ramona did have a little bit of a point. Now that Tinsley is not your punching bag anymore, have you decided to replace Tinsley with Ramona? I have no idea. I agree that Ramona is very self-centered. I agree that she was wrong for not telling them ahead of time that she was just asking them to come for this promo thing. But also, here you are out in public again. Out in public again, acting up. In the midst of all of this going on, Elise goes over to check on Ramona. She's over there telling Ramona, how much she loves her and she feels neglected and she's so sorry. And Ramona is just giving her pure shade the entire time. It was almost like Elise was begging for this friendship. And I'm thinking, Elise, come on now. If Ramona so-called has 80 friends, that's what she said, she's got 80 girlfriends, but she's inviting 60 to her party. If she's got all these girlfriends, you have to have a couple. Like, you do not absolutely need to have Ramona in your life. Like, I don't believe that you should have to beg somebody to be friendly with you. No. We're either friends or we're not. So while Ramona's in the middle of having her commentary about Elise, Avery walks in and she's got comments. Stop talking about Elise. It's just dumb. It's annoying. First of all, you being involved is annoying. What are you doing in this clip? Isn't Ramona at work right now? Doesn't Bravo give her a check for this commentary? Isn't she actually being paid to film and talk about Elise? Why are you involved? Back away from the sink, washing your hands, and head on out of the shot. In the middle of all that, Ramona's just got a smile on her face, but she's embarrassed. She says, "Shut up." I'm like, good gosh. They get back to that party and Leah is tearing up the seafood tray. Luann is like, "Get your hands off my seafood tray." She is drunk and acting out in front of Rob. Rob is ready to go. 3 months sober, Leah. That's a good thing. Now here's the thing that took me out for the rest of the evening.
Look at how quickly she changed seats. Are you happy I brought William, Ramona? Ramona, are you happy I brought William? My good friend William. Yay! I got a question as a woman in power. Do you think it's nice when you have a good girlfriend? I just got here. And when they don't like something, they say right away, "Are you drunk?" Because they can't stand what you're saying. And then they walk out. And she's been here an hour and a half boozing it up, sitting
you know
here.
why we need the priest in
bad,
the room.
It's weak, and it's mean. Schadenfreude, that's what you are. To get happiness out of other people's fault. You don't do that.
Why'd you do that, Ramona?
Yeah. Why would you do that? You're terrible to Sonia, and you're not nice.
You're terrible to me.
So don't do that.
Don't do that, Ramona. Don't say, wow.
Oh my God, it was so embarrassing. But then when she stands up, see what I mean? This group of women are absolutely crazy. What? None of this could have happened in private? All of this at the table? Even Jill had some comments. I mean, she's like, is this what Dorinda does? Does this happen often? Yes, but it's not just Dorinda, it's all of them. It's ridiculous. Honey, listen, they showed previews for the rest of the season and I am here for it. I really am. It's about to be a true showdown this season and I cannot wait. So get down in the comments. Let me know, what did you think about this episode? Was I too hard on Ramona? Was I too hard on Sonia? Let me know. And until next time, bye.